just the end zones that are checkered, but we've been set up with a full checkerboard going throughout this stadium. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on last year's national champions, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Tennessee's offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been here.
There he goes! Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Dodson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Volunteers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Smith dropping to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Barber. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of... They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Vols looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jones. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to keep it in the air. Floating away. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown ball. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
To the air, it's Howard. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, it's intercepted.
Not start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. Slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. Right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Houck. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Starting to feel a little pressure. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snagged in the middle. It's Barber. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Sticks it in his belly. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer! No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Buys a little time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown ball.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
28, Kentucky, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to set up the screen. Plows through the defense. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Just a punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Nice move to keep running. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hit.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Volunteer. Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, they're after him! And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barber. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. Smith wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kentucky 0.
Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st down.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. How about that pressure dialed up by the defensive coordinator and a 3rd down sack? Oh, what a cut! Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Sweet cut there. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. With jet sweep pass. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. To throw, it's Hout.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Hand off to the lone back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here is the Tennessee offense. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Tommy.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Dodson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Wants to go up top on first down. Extending the play. Wide open downfield. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And the story of this first half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him. And doesn't that opposing team know it?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Smith dropping to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. And off to Jones. They'll pick up 4. 2nd and 6 coming.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got it down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Ward. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking for room, it's LeBlanc. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left, and he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. So here is the Tennessee offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got...
There he goes! Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Breaks the tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Ward. Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Just going to keep it after the snap. Quarterback got it himself. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll try to power it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive, David?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in.
Sneak gets it done. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, This offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll haul it in right around the logo. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking to the big tight end. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Ward. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The sure hands, it's Young. At the 40, there he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle, it's Clemens. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give to the single back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. And the Volunteers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Oh, he's got a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay.
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Leaves it with the back. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He wants a big play here late. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the...
Line room to the right. Ball spins away. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it. Maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. They'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Dropping back, it's Ward. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So here is the Tennessee offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good.
Breaks free in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth it.